today we're counting down the top 10 best moments of the year. Right behind us, of course, is, you just can't see it, but actually there's a huge ball that's going to drop as we get to number 1. So if you can't see it, just imagine.
It's there. Yeah, trust us.
It's there. Welcome to a very special episode of Back in Action. I think I say that every time, but this time I mean it, because we are going to be counting down the top 10 moments of the year as we say goodbye to 2024.
Oh, man. I just am kind of feeling like you and I are the Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen Pac-12 content duo right now, except we have an editor and neither of us are doing shots.
We could be doing shots.
Unless we could be doing shots. I'm not saying I'm not open to doing shots.
Listen,
I am saying that there is champagne in this Coug mug.
There's something that I don't really understand in this fancy Cougs sort of colored glass, by the way. That's why I chose it.
Cheers.
Are you going to mention this, or do I have to wear it the whole time? Because I just need you to take notice of me.
Are you wearing something different? I hadn't. Kidding. What is going on your head?
Okay, so
what is going on in your head?
Obviously, you have a gorgeous New Year's hat, and I was also supposed to, but I can't find it. So this is the helmet that I got when I left Pac-12 Network the first time. I guess the only time, because now there's no more network. But I figured it was festive in some ways. I'm just going to set it far away now, because that was really fair. It's not quite fitted to wear like a human. Humans are not supposed to wear that. So that was a struggle, but I'm glad that the bit landed, ?
Yeah, but you took it off and you were beautiful the whole time.
Amazing stuff happening over here.
Oh, always. So we've got a lot of different New Year's resolutions. We could talk about moments. We're gonna go over all that. But I think I'm just gonna toss out a New Year's resolution to the group, to the collective. That it could be watching us on Pac-12 Insider on Amazon Prime and on Samsung TV Plus channel 2392. It was finally my turn to say 2392.
Oh, another one that maybe could be a resolution is following us on social media at Pack in Action on Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace.
I don't really want to make our song I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. I just think that's our anthem.
The Black Eyed Peas are sort of back in ways that maybe someday we'll discuss, but we don't have the time now. So
that's for our other show.
Yeah, exactly. We have some quick business to attend to again, because news keeps breaking in between our records of this show. And I have to keep prompting you to update the fans that this happened or that happened or this happened. And so what do we what's the latest right now, Emma?
So I wish I had like a board that I could like and then gesture. That was a really good roll. We have a new head football coach, Jimmy Rogers. Welcome to Wazoo.
Jimmy Rogers?
Yes.
What a classic
name.
Football guy name.
Yeah. I'm stoked. I'm really excited about it. He seems really genuine, really great. As many of you know or have gathered by now, that our former head coach hopped on a private jet and saw himself off to Wake Forest. We wish him well. But I'm really excited about Mr. Rogers. A lot happens, I guess, in the athletic department between Christmas and New Year's. I don't think Ann McCoy abides by the, like, this is airport rules. Nothing matters. Nobody's doing their jobs that the rest of us do. And for that, I am grateful.
We saw old Jimmy, old boy, walking around in the snow already, taking it all in. That was really precious. Also, it's snowing in Pullman, which is exciting, I guess, which I know it does, but it's always fun seeing snow. White Christmas or whatever holiday we're in. Okay, no, we're celebrating New Year's, and today we're counting down the top 10 best moments of the year. Right behind us, of course, is, you just can't see it, but actually there's a huge ball that's going to drop as we get to number 1. So if you can't see it, just imagine.
It's there. Yeah, trust us.
It's there. Emma, what were you doing 12 months ago?
To be completely honest, I was trying to go back to school to become a teacher. So, and I did not ever think that I would be on TV. Unless I was one of those people who like witnessed a murder or a car accident or like won the lottery.
Still time. Still time.
True. Still time. Hopeful on the lottery. Not super hopeful on the other one. What about you? What were you doing 12 months ago?
Oh my gosh, I was sitting in my bedroom writing a manifestation about how I wish I had a Pac-12 show on Samsung TV Plus and Amazon Prime Video and YouTube with you. And look at us now.
Look at us now. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But anyways, let's just hop into the vegan meat of the show here. I'm gonna start the recap at number 10 with the beginning of conference play for the Lady Beavs, the women's basketball team. Just December 28th is when we're starting here. Upset Gonzaga, which is huge. As we've mentioned, the Beavs were not having the best season so far, so this was a pretty big win, 71-67 in overtime against the Zags. And the Zags had a double-digit lead with 3 minutes left, and the Lady Beavs said, hold my freaking beer and let me get to work.
I love that. Really excited to see the turnaround for the Lady Beavs. I know at least you and I, speaking of your manifestations, have been really driving that.
Yes.
And then they also had a really big win against the University of Portland Pilots. That was another overtime win.
Yeah.
UP was 14-0.
Yeah. And actually, you just reminded me that we actually manifested this. We were like, it's time for tough love. You guys need to get it together.
And they listened. Wow. Women listen.
Women. Believe women. Yeah. Listen to women. Women. All right. Well, let's take a look at the whole situation, how it all played out here.
Big time.
Tries to get a little closer, Reese. The help team, the shot just short. And we are going to overtime.
Now with limited size, Oregon State's got to get on the glass. No! Allie Schimmel says, let me take care of business from the three-point line.
I think she heard you. She's right with her.
I mean, like a shadow everywhere.
Turner's got to look. It's long, little nose. Got to get the shot. She'll take the three. Maybe partially blocked, and that will do it. What a comeback for Oregon State.
Obviously, any win against Gonzaga is a big win to me. Really sorry to two friends that I have who are big-time Zags fans. Look away, Claire and Will, because this next part is going to be painful. We are again talking about another time that one of our little guys beat Gonzaga. But this one goes out to the Washington State volleyball team. It was their first sweep of the season. They have been 12-1 against Gonzaga throughout the course of the programs playing each other. And I just had to bring up the sweep, of course.
Yeah,
I love the
naturally. Yeah. I think last time they lost to the Zags was in 2005, for what it's worth.
That is true.
Basically before any of us were born.
Yeah, and that's also true, and don't check.
Yeah.
Our friend Katie Ryan, very talented volleyball player, racked up 13 kills in the game, which put her at a career total of 1,316.5. I don't really agree with this 0.5. I'm saying we're rounded up to 317 because I make the rules around here. But that is 10th all-time in program history for Miss Ryan. So,
and next up, number 8, we have the Jordan Pope buzzer beater versus Arizona, which was technically last season. As we know, Jordan Pope is no longer a Beaver, but still within the year, still within 12 months, okay? Mm-hmm. And also we make the rules, as we mentioned earlier. So This was an iconic moment. It seems that we do this to Arizona frequently for some reason. We love upsetting Arizona. And, this was no different. Arizona, I think at the time was ranked 9th, and pretty massive upset, dropped them to 11th because we were not ranked. Let me just put it that way. Huge win. Let's see some highlights from it.
Tie game.
Perfect.
Oregon State has a timeout if they want it.
No, Wayne's saying go for it. Too slow. They wasted 5 seconds.
Jordan Pope for the win. Oh! Jordan Pope, a new career high, and Jordan Pope calls game.
Just a remarkable execution of a brilliantly created play. What a scene, what an atmosphere.
All right, legally speaking, this next one is an honorable mention, but it would not be me if I didn't bring it up because I bring it up all the time. Of course, it's the Kyle Thornton stop in the Apple Cup beating UW. It's my favorite thing ever, but it's our honorable mention.
Shout out, Kyle.
Here we go. They need a touchdown to win, or the touchdown to go ahead. Rodgers, option, pitch, didn't get it. Stuffed him. Cal Thornton, the captain linebacker, with a game-saving play and a loss of 1.
Up next, we have another honorable mention, which I take issue with, and I will talk to our producer after this. I think this should be in the regular countdown. This is Travis Bazzana being drafted first overall in Major League Baseball. This was huge. He was drafted to Cleveland. He's the second number 1 pick in Oregon State history. Of course, King Adley Rutschman in 2019, who we all just stan and love until the day we die. This was huge. Obviously, Travis had the program record, 220 runs. He had 45 home runs while he was at Oregon State. He was actually also the 9th Beaver taken by Cleveland. So there's some weird Corrales to Cleveland pipeline happening.
We should investigate that. Yeah.
We should.
Actually, there's a Coug in Cleveland, too, with Kyle Manzardo. So maybe they're friends.
Pac-12, Cleveland State's coming to the Pac-12. You heard it here first.
That exists.
All right. Well, if you haven't seen your favorite moment yet, do not worry because we are just getting started. When we come back, we've got more unforgettable Conference of Champions moments from 2014. What? Oh!
Actually...
That was crazy. 2014. I was like, yes, it is. What is he talking about? Am I crazy?
Welcome back. The time machine was successful. You are once again in 2024, not 2014, although that was really fun to visit the past. We are looking at the more recent past, more specifically for this moment when the Washington State women beat Oregon on Senior Day. That was such a special moment. Love that squad. Love a lot of those girls. And it's got to go in there. So let's check it out.
It's Pac-12 women's basketball. The Oregon Ducks on the road to take on the Washington State Cougars. Eleonora trying to use the screen, got by Van Sluten, and the teardrop with the left hand. That was fancy.
That was really pretty.
It's got to start today with a win against the Ducks. 7 to shoot. Tahina's 3. Tahina found a little crease, buried the 3. Tahina's stroke looks really solid here this afternoon for the Cougs. Eleonora Villa into the lane. Bounce. B. 2 more for Beyonce. It's the Ducks on a 10-2 run here in the 4th. Tahina from downtown. Cougars now in transition. Wallach running the floor at Jay. The spin off the glass. Oh, what a finish. And that is going to be it.
Number 6 on our list was huge for me personally, but also for the conference. This is the conference championship in some ways. Everett Hayes, his 55-yard field goal to beat Washington State, November 23rd. He was 100% on his extra points last season, and he, at the time, Wazoo was ranked 25th, I think, and this was following their game from New Mexico, so everyone kind of thought the Cougs were going to eat us alive. Emma knew. Emma was the only one who believed. I did not. Yeah, that's all we got to say about that one. We don't need to belabor that, Emma. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. Let's check it out.
Walker running the cross, and it is caught by Walker, just past the line to gain. All right, here we go. Branson. And he throws a stop route to the sideline, broken up. And now the decision would seem to be clear for Trent Bray. You have nothing to lose. You've got to kick it here. We're going to get it right here. It's going pretty much going down on the 45. See, tell me this is 55 on the way. It's good. On the way. It is good.
That was a no-doubter from the moment it hit his toe.
What a feeling for Everett Hayes.
All right, number 5 is my personal number 1, but I do not make the rules. It's going to have to be the Jalen Wells 4-point play against Arizona on Neon Night, which is a really fun anecdote. If you're a diehard WSU fan, he can do no wrong. And we got to talk to Isaiah Watts about how proud he is of Jalen on his NBA journey, but I'm going to just look back on when he was a Coug and how absolutely incredible he was in this game.
Rice, deep 3. Follow has a hand on it. Yakumovsky rips it away from the corner. Got it! Wow. Jalen Wells. Contact. He goes down into the front row of the crowd. with a chance for a 4-point play.
A 4-point play with 24 to go. Forget the 2-for-1. Wow, they dialed up a 4-point play. Look at this.
He gets it, 1-point lead. Onsu throwing it in, looking for Rice, gets it to Wells. Got it out quick. Wells with a new season high 26.
And timeout, here it comes.
Running out of time. Love gets it off the front of the rim, and the Cougars hold on. And they end the streak. Arizona no longer perfect at home.
Wow.
We are more than halfway through, and we've got a couple more honorable mentions. We would be remiss to not mention the return of Bernice Beaver, who came back as her old self and then was like re-glammed and got a whole new look, had a great year, got engaged. We still are working
on it. We are working on the batch trip, Bernice.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay.
Hold your horses, girl. Although we're maybe not going to do Reno because Emma developed a late onset fear of Elvis impersonators, but sorry, girl.
Awesome. So now that's on the internet. Moving on, my honorable mention would, of course, be the Kyle Williams touchdown in Texas Tech. With 21 seconds left in the first half, that was just such a play. So we're gonna focus on that instead of Elvis impersonators.
That was awesome. We got to look at it.
Next to him, Wayshawn Parker. Over the middle towards the corner. And it's caught on the tip drill. Kyle Williams touchdown.
Call a circus ride, right? And some kids call it the Madden corner from the outside. He goes in, vertical, and then runs to the corner of the end zone, and then the pulls, the concentration, the feet, and the ability to hold your line and concentrate the ball. It's great defense, but a much better offensive play, and we call him Kyle Williams, but I call him toe tap.
Oh, they are getting real good, folks. Stick with us. We have just 4 more when we come back. Welcome back to Pack in Action. We are counting down the best moments of the year, which I think initially we were like, it's been kind of a rocky year. Things have been weird. What are we going to put in here? And then we started going, and now we have like 5 honorable mentions. So,
we were skewed, I think, but it's always good to learn that there's happiness wherever you can find it.
And let me tell you where there was happiness in Paris this summer, where Jade Carey went on an Olympic run. During team finals, scored a 14.8 on vault and won gold with the team. In solo, she won bronze, her 3rd Olympic medal, with a score of 14.466. And she also was battling the flu. Even, I think, on her floor, individual floor routine, like totally passed out, wiped out. It was like brutal, and then came back and still medaled. So huge for her.
That's the real flu game. That's the real flu game.
Dude, yeah, this is the real flu game. That's so true. And she, right when she got back from Paris, the day after she announced that she was coming back for 2025, and she said, OSU has been more than just a university. It's been my home, my family, my source of strength. And that gave me chills, let me tell you.
Yeah, for sure. It gives me chills to touch my toes. So I'm really proud of her and all she accomplished. I'm also really proud. I'm going to segue into number 3, which would, of course, be my Washington State men's basketball squad last season, making an at-large bid for the NCAA tournament. We played Drake in the first round. We won 66-61, and that was glorious. And then the next one I'm not going to talk about because that was less glorious.
Well, let's look at the good stuff, huh?
Here's Miles Rice. Tag it! Overtime! Miles Rice! Into the corner. Johnson will run the baseline.
Rice. Wow. Beating the chest.
It's got to be ball screen. There you go, Chinielo.
Yakumovsky the pull-up.
Watson's had it going here in the first half. It continues. His 3rd 3.
That's 3 in a row.
Gets by Iwuchukwu for the lead. Woo!
Isaiah Watts, ladies and gentlemen. Yak 'em. Oh, boy.
We have now made it to number 2. This is huge. This was something I'll never forget. This was one of the biggest moments in my fandom ship ever as a Beav. This was the Lady Beavs women's basketball team making it to the Elite Eight. I went to both the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight games because they were in Albany, 6-hour drive for me from New York City, and boy, was it worth it. We eventually lost to South Carolina in that Elite Eight game, but they won the whole tourney. Freaking Don Staley.
So there's that.
This was our 13th appearance in the NCAA tournament. This was huge.
And the third time making the Elite Eight, if I'm correct, which I believe I am.
You are. You always are. Shout out Jamie Scott now, Sydney Weiss, and Ruth Hamblin, and anyone else I'm forgetting from that previous team, the 2016 Final Four team, when we lost to UConn. This particular moment was so great because it was just an amazing way to end such an amazing season with so many amazing players and personalities. And it was sort of like the last hurrah of the conference as a whole in some ways because everything changed after that. So huge moment.
Huge moment.
Yeah. Talia for the win. She's got it. She's got it. Talia von Oelhoffen and UCLA sinking to its knees. Beers on the bench. Hunter again. Gets it home. Donovan Hunter. Oregon State with the lead. Hunter kicks it. Perova, 3. Yes! Money shot by Perova. Bam! Flat flop. Beers with another rejection. Che. Off the pick, there's Marat. And scores. This crowd is giving some love.
Obviously, 12 months ago, the conference looked wildly different. We had a confusing end to a long chapter in the Pac-12's 100-year history. Since then, a lot has happened. So I think the number 1B moment of the last 12 months of the conference has to be the addition of Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Utah State, and Gonzaga, not State.
Not State.
Not State.
Out of state, you guys.
Not a state.
That was Ashtyn's joke originally. But
some people think it's a state. I'm here to tell you Gonzaga's not a state.
I don't know what a Gonzaga is. We're going to look that up.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and say that my 1A moment of the year, and just bear with me, be sentimental with me for a moment, is, of course, the starting of this show, our little Pack in Action, our little PIA. Ashtyn, what would you be doing right now if there was not a contractual obligation to be here?
I'd probably be doing a world tour. I'd be like Taylor Swift era's-ing. I think. I gave all that up for this. Yes. And I don't regret it. It's what I wanted. It's my dream.
You're really brave, and you're really blessing us with this.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
So this is, of course, just the start of 2025, but we're going to call it the year of PIA, Pack in Action PIA.
Yeah.
And probably the Pack in general. Oh, cheers.
Yeah, we need a cheers. Cheers are in order. Clink.
Clink.
Whoa. Hello. Wait.
Hey,
that
wait.
was cool for a second.
Wait. That was cool.
Oh. Are we on a show? What are we talking about? Yeah. So cheers to us. Cheers to the Pac-12. Cheers to PIA. Cheers to everyone watching. Cheers to the new year. All that good stuff. Wait, I forgot to drink.
All that good stuff. There you go. Yeah, it's bad luck if you don't. We do, although I know we have like some patents being processed that I feel like we should talk about really quick.
Yeah. Do
Any
you
thoughts?
mean Healing Crystals by Ashtyn or something else?
So, like, normally, yes, but for the purposes of this show, something else. And that would, in fact, be the PAC patents or patents, as I'm calling them.
Yeah. We've patented Pac-9, Pac-11, Pac-10, which I think we're all big fans of.
That'd be really cute.
Yeah,
Patented. I just love that.
Yeah, Pac-10 is so cute. I don't care how many teams there are. I vote we just go back to Pac-10. That's my personal.
I couldn't agree more. And I vote that you come back next week.
Whoa!
Pack in Action.
Amazing sign up. Sign up.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.